Hello, this is Will from Will to Trade. You can check me out at willtotrade.com. Fill out the form, get invited for a 2-week free trial to our chat room. We meet Monday through Friday. We chat about stocks. I give out alerts. Other members talk about stocks that are moving in the market. And from time to time, I do make videos. I haven't made some videos in a while, so today I'm making a whole series of videos about stocks that have made some really amazing moves yesterday and the day before, and wanted to break it all down and share some of my knowledge and ideas with you guys. So I went ahead and put out a little pamphlet here, I guess, little notepad, some of my rules for trading. These are very simple, very basic, very straightforward rules. And this is how you can, 3 steps to making money trading. Step 1, you got to know what stocks to trade. Step 2, you got to know what price to buy. Step 3, you got to know what price to sell. Sounds really simple. It is. And if you can really master those, you definitely can make money trading. The type of trades you want to take are the breakouts, the groundhogs, and the retracements. The breakouts are the easiest, the simplest. Again, if you just focus purely on breakouts and really master how to play the breakouts, you're going to do just fine. There's a lot of other trades out there that are a lot more complex, and you don't need to worry about those. The type of trades you don't want to take is the chop, the chase, the chatter, and then of course the crap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show ticker SSH. Now this is a stock that I personally didn't trade. I personally didn't alert. As you can see, it's like 22 cents. You know, most of the time I'm focusing on stocks that are $1 or more. So I'm not always really glued into every single stock that's in, less than $1. But this past week, there have been a couple of stocks, SSH and IDXG, that were under $1 that made some huge moves. IDXG went from like 12 cents to almost $2, so it eventually got above the dollar range. And then SSH went from 20 cents or so to just under $1. So even though I didn't trade it, other members were talking about it, but it made such an amazing moves that I figured I really wanted to go ahead and make a video on SSH and really break it down and dissect it and really show you lines that I see where you could buy, where you could sell, how you could really trade the stock. There, of course, with this stock, like with any, there's probably hundreds of different ways you could trade it. The 2 simplest ways that we'll talk about are the 2 most basic ways, I guess, you could trade it. Is one way you could just buy it Thursday morning as it's breaking out at relatively low price in the 20-30 cent range, and then hold it all day Thursday, wait till Friday morning, sell it to the spike Friday morning, and basically make one trade on it. You buy once on Thursday, you sell once on Friday, you're done, and you've made some really amazing gains, huge percentage gainer. And that would be for people that are either really confident to hold this, or for maybe people that aren't able to take day trades, aren't able to jump in, jump out. But for those of you that are able to take day trades, those of you that want to jump in and jump out into a ticker like this, you don't want to hold through an entire move for whatever reason, I'm going to show you where I think the places are where you could buy, where you can sell, so you can understand some ways that you could trade this. So what you would do is you would basically see that it had gapped up in the pre-market. This is Thursday morning, and the high here is 24 cents. So the first thing I would do is I would draw a line at 24 cents. Okay, I'm go ahead and make this a blue line. And so in this part of again, these are 5-minute candles. I switch back and forth between 1 minute and 5 minute. I think for this particular ticker, I think it's going to make more sense to really look at it on the 5-minute view, just because we can see the bigger picture. So when we look here in this part of the morning, this is really choppy, right? It's pretty, all over the place. There's no real clear defined trend lines. We can't really get a grasp on is it going up, is it going down. Unless you're a real pro, I would recommend not trading during this period. So we would have our line here at 24, and we could even literally have an order ready to go, buy at 24 cents, buy stop at 24. So we'll go ahead and fast forward, and we see right there, bam. It makes a really strong candle. Again, it's a 5-minute candle. Volume definitely kicks in a little bit here. We could buy right here at 24 cents. And then we could continue to hold. There's no reason to sell quite yet because it's still strong. We wait, and look at that. It continues to go up. And then it goes up some more. So as long as we had the confidence to hold, we could definitely hold through this push. And then it goes up one more. Now, this right here is where this is a selling signal. It's a really big wick. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and draw a line at 38 cents. Okay, because 38 cents is really a great place to sell, at least on this first trade. So if you bought at 24 and you sold at 38, it's a huge percentage gainer. You know, it's it's only, what is it, 14 cents. So if I say, hey, I made 14 cents, it may not sound that exciting, but if you buy enough shares, even if you bought like 10,000 shares, which is a lot of shares, but that would equate to what, $2,400, and then you sold here at 3,800, you just made what, $1,400 in less than a half an hour. That's huge. That's a huge gain. And if I go ahead and draw a trend line, I can see clearly. Whoops. No, that's the wrong one here. Let me remove this. I'm gonna draw a trend line. Draw my trend line from here to there. You can see what a clean move this is. I mean, it's about as textbook as you're gonna get. That is the definition of a breakout. You're breaking the previous high of day after a choppy cup, if you will, and it's all green, at least on the 5-minute view, and volume really kicks in. You buy here, you wait, you have a really big wick. Now, if you're really quick and on it, you could sell at 42 or 40. But if you weren't ready, okay, draw your sell line right there at 38. And then if you didn't sell in this candle, you have this candle there to sell. So then you have your first trade here. Now, what you would do if you want to jump in, jump out, is you would wait, and you would notice how choppy this is, and you really would not trade here. This is really a choppy place to trade. Very challenging, very difficult. It's up, it's down. Again, look at this trend line here, and even this one continues. It's so clean. You know what? Let me just do this just for kicks here. I'll remove this one. I'll draw a really great trend line here from the beginning. Yeah, look at that, from the beginning to the end of the move, and you can see that's what you want to trade. If you can see this, if you can find this, then you are doing great, because that's the clean way to make money trading. Whereas here, I mean, how are you gonna draw a trend line there? It's all over the place. You really can't. So you have your marker at 38, and there it goes, bam. So basically, your original place to sell now becomes a place to buy, and you buy in again at 38, and that becomes your next push up, your next place to buy, because it's your next breakout. So we're trading breakouts. Some stocks may break out just once during the day. Some stocks may break out 2, 3, 4 times during the day. So this one is on a second breakout, and then we have our big wick again, and we'd say, all right, well, you know what? I better get ready to sell here. Yeah, you probably should, at 46, and we'll draw a line here at 46. Okay, so we're buying in at 38, and then we're selling at 46. And then let's just see what happens. And then, thank goodness we were selling at 46. Again, we're selling here because it's a big wick, as opposed to, the full, stem going all the way up. It's a good thing we sold at 46, because this comes piercing down almost all the way down to 38 cents. Who knows what could have happened? It could have pulled even less than 38, and then you'd be really frustrated because you were up here and you didn't sell. So you want to sell when you can see a big wick like this, and grab your profits. And then you're going to sit this out. But notice, here's your 46 cents. Okay, we're not really too sure what's going on with these candles. They don't look too confident, but guess what? If it can go to 46 cents, I'm a buyer again for another breakout. And let's see what happens. And okay, not really quite yet. Definitely not yet. These candles aren't looking too good. So I'm really happy with a marker here at 46, because I'm going to buy if and only if it gets to 46. It's getting closer, and then there it pushes through. Okay, all right, great. So now I want to hold and see what happens. So again, look at this. I'm holding through this. Pulls back, but I can handle that. It pushes again. Okay, there's a little bit of a wick at the top, but I can handle that. So we're going to hold again. This candle not too confident, but still I can handle that. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Oh, we're definitely getting somewhere. I'm going to continue to hold, and then right there. Okay, now once I see this big wick, then I'm going to know, yeah, I should probably sell. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a line here at 72 cents. Okay, 72 cents is a great place to sell. Again, and I'll even make this a purple one here, because this is really special. Notice it's interesting on the 5-minute view, the top of this stem and this stem is almost exactly the same 72 cent place. I'll go ahead and draw my trend line again. So we bought here at 38. We have a little bit of consolidation. We didn't come down to, or I should say 46. We bought at 46. We didn't come below 46, which is good. Maybe you'd have your stop here at 44 or 45 or something. But once we really start taking off, we have, again, a pretty smooth, pretty clean trend line, unlike this. So now what we would definitely want to do is we would definitely want to sell, and we would wait. Now we're gonna wait some more, okay? And then now we know that at this purple line here at the 72-cent marker, if the stock wanted to break out yet again, then I would buy again at 72 cents. If it didn't hit 72, I wouldn't buy again. And we're gonna right here we are chop chop chop. This is very choppy, and let me zoom out here. Let's zoom out to get the picture of the entire day for Thursday, and then we'll kind of pull this into Friday, and you can see how this all makes sense. So here's the entire day for Thursday. Try to make this as simple as possible. You have, there's so many ways you can trade it, but the two main ways is you could buy once, and if you have the patience, hold throughout the entire day, and then maybe even hold overnight. The second way you could trade it is you're jumping in, you're jumping out. You're jumping in here at 24, you're jumping out here at 38. You're jumping back in at 38, you're jumping out at 46. You're jumping back in at 46, you're jumping out at 72. So you could make 1, 2, 3 trades. Notice that these trades is a smooth trend line up. That's an excellent breakout. This is a quicker, I'll go ahead and draw this here. This is a quicker trend line. It's not really as exciting, but okay, something right there. And then we're going to go ahead and sit this out here because these red candles aren't looking too confident, but we'll jump back in again. Sure, why not? We'll give it a try. And this is a really strong push, but this red candle here, this really tall doji, is pretty foreboding. And yeah, I'm going to want to go ahead and sell here at 70. If I'm not lucky enough to get my sell at 70, maybe I'll sell at 72, but definitely up in here is where I want to sell. And I would buy back in again on Thursday if and only if it went back up to 72. And notice it chopped like crazy afterwards and did not get back to 72. And unless you're holding overnight, this here is where you definitely would not want to trade. And look at this. You buy here at 46. It goes up to 70 plus. It pulls back and it even taps 46 again. So imagine how frustrated you would be if you bought here at 46. It goes up. You didn't sell. You didn't take profits. And it comes all the way back down to 46 and maybe even lower. And you have to sell for break even. And you're thinking, well, man, I was up. What did I do? Now, this is Thursday. This is 1, 2, 3 trades you could take, 3 breakout trades you could take on Thursday. We're going to keep our 72-cent line, and we're going to show you how important that becomes. Because remember I said if it got to 72 cents, I'm a buyer again. And let's go ahead and take a look. Let's fast forward into Thursday night / Friday morning after hours. And look at that. This is Friday morning, and it pushes up above 72. And we're still in our 5-minute candles. And it taps 72, tapping 72. Even if I didn't know about the 72-cent line, I would know, yeah, there's definitely a point of resistance here. Pre-market at the 72 marker, it could be a great place to buy. Now, some people would say you want to buy at the absolute high of the pre-market. I think sometimes, you don't have to buy at the absolute high of the pre-market because the absolute high of the pre-market is up here, 85 cents or so. And it pulled back. I want to buy at like the most, like half an hour or so before the market opens. What's my recent point of resistance? 72 cents. And right there, again, these are 5-minute views. Okay, so we're looking at the big picture here. I would buy right here, and I would have my order already set. If you were zeroed in on SSH, if you were day trading SSH, if your goal was jump in, jump out, to get your safe, secure gains, you would definitely want to go ahead and jump in back in at 72. It's the perfect place to jump in. And just trust me on this, on the 1-minute candles, this is the actual very first minute of the day. It just, boom, it hits 72 cents right away. So I would hold through this push on the 5-minute view because these candles are really strong. I see the top of my stem here at 90 cents. And then I see, okay, bam, right there. So what I would do is I would then draw a line at 90 cents. All right, and I would want to sell at 90 cents. Place to buy, place to sell. I would buy again Friday morning at 72, and then I would want to sell at 90. Why would I want to sell at 90? Because we have a big, there you go. Look at this, the top of this stem, the top of this stem. Now we have a big red candle, and this is a wick, and this is a wick. It could go more, it could pull back. why risk it? You have a solid, excellent gainer from 72 to 90. And my goodness, if you bought it at 24 and then you're selling at 90, fantastic gainer. But this is really where I'd want to sell, and I would wait for it. Now, it actually went further. It actually went to 96. Now, we know that after the fact, and then you could say, well, I'm leaving money on the table. Well, okay, fine. Let's, I hear you. We're going to draw a line at 97 cents. Okay, and now 97 cents is where I would buy in if I wanted to jump back in again for another breakout, which it didn't happen. But I want to emphasize that, look, it did go 6 more cents. Our goal is not to squeeze every single penny out of the moves, because we never know how much the moves are going to make. Because what we know is when we see, if we're trading on a 5-minute view and we want that breakout, we want the stock to continue to run and be clean. Once we see this red candle, which is almost a doji, it gives us indication that maybe the move won't continue. If you sold at 90, you would make a solid profit. If you waited up into the 90s here, 96, of course you're going to make an even better profit. But it's okay to not to take this extra 6 cents and just to be safe, because what happens afterwards is not too exciting, and then there you have it. This breaks down and goes all the way back to 72 cents. Again, look at that, right? That's why you'd want to sell at 90 cents, because once it taps the high, it pulls all the way back to where it started, and then again, you'd be very frustrated. If you bought in at 72 cents Friday morning, you waited for 90, you waited for 96, and you think, I'm not going to sell yet. I'm going to sell when it gets to $1. Well, it didn't get to $1. It pulled all the way back to 72, and then you'd have to sell for a break even or maybe even a loss, because then afterwards it's above 72. Pardon me there. It goes to 72 and then it actually goes below. So take a look at this. This is the entire day of Friday. This is why you want to sell. When you see a big wick like this, a big red candle, if this is a place to sell, somewhere nearby is a place to sell, because it squeezes up and it comes slamming back down, and you do not want to trade in this place here. This is the chop. You definitely do not want to trade the rest of the day here. This is the chop. On Friday, if I wanted to jump back in, I would jump back in at 97 cents. 97 cents would show that it's making a continuation of another breakout. But guess what? It never did. It was almost half of that. It's at 50 cents. So you want to grab your profits when you can. So here we are. Let's zoom out to our 2-day view. An amazing move here with SSH from 24 cents to 96, back down to 50 cents. 2 main ways you can trade this. You can buy here at 24, wait, sell up in here in the 90s. That's fantastic. The second way you can trade it is jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out. That's an example of a stock you definitely want to trade, an example of when to buy and when to sell 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So I hope you like this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you love this video, go ahead and hit subscribe. And if you're interested in joining our room, just go to willtotrade.com, fill out the form, and we'll get you all set up for a 2 free week trial. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend. See ya.